Hi everybody in my TSTO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so I went to do my next chapter, trying to complete Hogwarts, and this new Tlsq popped up. Kind of confusing to me, but I'm going to do it. So it's called New Adventure is a Day in Diagon Alley. Okay. So, with the new term at Hogwarts fast approaching, Professor McGonagall asks you to help 3 new students prepare for their first year of school. Travel Diagon Alley to meet your magical mentees and help them acquire the school supplies they need. Can you ensure they get to platform 9 3/4 in time to catch the Hogwarts Express? Complete this special adventure to unlock an ornate train station wall clock for your room. Oh, okay. That's kind of different. Hopefully it doesn't have to go on the shelf because, there's no room. But of course I'm still in Hogwarts, so I don't even know what the beyond looks like. So I'm going to do this as I usually do it. If it's 4 parts, which it usually always is, I'm going to check it out. And, it's 4 parts. Okay, 4 parts. So I'm going to do it in 4 parts. And as you can see, I'm on year 7, chapter 58. I just finished the final battle. So that was pretty cool and intense, and I really enjoyed that. So I had a lot of fun with that, and thank you so much to everybody watching those videos. I had a lot of fun doing them. So we're going to go in here and start off. Hogwarts welcomes you. Go to the Great Hall. Well, if I'm already there. Well, just about. This kind of took me by surprise. I didn't realize, and all of a sudden I go into my game, it's like, there's a Tlsq. It's like, okay. I was actually coming in to do my year 758, but this takes first priority. I'm not in a big hurry well, I am in a big hurry to graduate, but I'm not. So I'm going to do this one. Here we go. Greetings, students. Thank you for responding to my invitation to come to school early. Allow me to be the first to welcome you back to Hogwarts. I invited you here today to request your assistance with a very important mission: to help a new generation of magical children prepare for their first year of school. It feels like only yesterday I was a first year myself. I wonder what Professor McGonagall needs us to do. As I'm sure you know, coming to Hogwarts requires a great deal of preparation. Not every child has a parent or guardian to help them through the bustle of Diagon Alley. That's where you come in. I see, Professor McGonagall wants us to help new students get their school supplies. This reminds me when I helped out the trolley witch aboard the Hogwarts Express. Those new arrivals had all sorts of questions for me. As my most trustworthy students, I know you can provide the guidance these children need. Every child you will be helping requires your guidance for a different reason, and some may need more guidance than others to reach their full potential. I met Rowan in Diagon Alley. If not for his help, I would have had a difficult time preparing for school. I should do what I can to help the next generation the way Rowan helped me. As a Hogwarts student guide, you will take responsibility for 3 children and prepare them for school. I have much to teach you about your responsibilities. Do try to pay attention. Your knowledge will be tested. Tests. Okay, that's fine. It's kind of funny when these little things pop up and surprise you. You don't have a clue it's going to happen. Kind of just snuck up on me. That's okay. I'm here for you guys. I've got it covered. It's like I had said before, anything pops up, I will do it. As a Hogwarts student guide, you have many crucial responsibilities to serve our incoming students. First, you will introduce yourself and recite the Hogwarts welcome speech that I have prepared for you. Then you will guide the students through Diagon Alley to purchase books, robes, and other school supplies. Professor, how will we pay for all that? A supply of funds will be provided to you courtesy of Hogwarts. Spend it wisely and on necessary items only. You and your charges will also need to establish an emergency meeting place in case one of you gets lost. I see, that way it'll be easy to find them again. Precisely. When your duties are complete, deliver your charges to platform 9 3/4 in time to board the Hogwarts Express. What happens if we miss the train? Do not miss the train, Mr. Baby. I won't. I was just curious. Leaving home for the first time will test any child, but this experience will test you as well. A Hogwarts student guide requires knowledge, resourcefulness, kindness, and determination. As a Ravenclaw, I have the knowledge part down. The new students will be curious to learn all they can. Speaking of being tested, let's see how well you were paying attention during orientation. At what location will your 3 charges be waiting to meet you tomorrow? I believe we meet the new students at platform 9 3/4. Close but incorrect, Mr. Baby. I told you I don't like tests. As you know, platform 9 3/4 is concealed behind a magical barrier and thus hidden from the Muggle world. Some of the children you will help today are Muggle-born themselves and have no knowledge of such things. I see. It wouldn't do to meet at platform 9 3/4 then. Certainly not. You weren't far off. You will meet the students at King's Cross Station just outside the barrier to platform 9 3/4. How will we know them when we see them? I have prepared dossiers for every new student under your care. Study them closely. You must do all you can to accommodate each child's unique needs in the pivotal moment of their young lives. I will, Professor. Will you be coming with us to Diagon Alley? As Deputy Headmistress, I must stay at Hogwarts to prepare for the new year. Once you get to Diagon Alley, you will be on your own. Good luck, everyone. And remember, you're representing Hogwarts, so try to make a good impression. I'm ready to be a Hogwarts student guide to 3 new first years. I should get to Hogsmeade Station soon. The Hogwarts Express will be waiting to take us to London. See, I don't do good with tests. Oh, well, you guys can watch my video and copy off of me, so you'll get the right answer. It's the best way to do it. Okay, let's board the Hogwarts Express. Okay. It's kind of fitting, too, with me graduating soon. Hello, Ben. Hello, Grogu. I can hardly believe how long it's been since we were first years together. Now, here we are, official Hogwarts student guides. We've come a long way since then. Before coming to Hogwarts, I didn't know anything about the magical world. I found it all quite frightening. But that sort of thing doesn't scare me anymore. It must have been a lot to take in all at once. It was, and I'm sure it's the same for all new students who don't have magical relatives. That's why I want to be the best Hogwarts student guide I can be. Hopefully this year's new students won't feel as overwhelmed as I did back then. They won't, Ben. We'll make sure of that. Thanks, Grogu. If we're going to make a good impression, we ought to review the information Professor McGonagall gave us. That's right. She prepared detailed descriptions of the students we will be guiding through Diagon Alley. That's Professor McGonagall for you. Thorough as always. The better we know the info, the better we'll do as student guides. We should study it carefully. Okay. So another 3 stars to pass. Well, that's not bad. It's amazing how these things pop up and you don't even expect them. It's kind of interesting. And like I said, I'm graduating soon, so it kind of goes with it. One last thing before I graduate. The Hogwarts Express is almost ready to board. I suppose that's enough studying for now. Before we go, let's see how much you can remember about the new students who will be under your care. Here's your first question. Which of the 3 children you'll be helping knows nothing of the magical world? I didn't study. Was it Rise Mayberry? I'm afraid not, Grogu. The student in question is Juniper Hunt. Got it. It's a good thing we're practicing. Second question. Which new student has a mum who's at St. Mungo's due to venomous bite? Would it be Virgil Fowler? Sorry, Grogu, it wouldn't. The student with the mum in the hospital is Rise Mayberry. According to Professor McGonagall's dossier, Rise's mum is at St. Mungo's due to a venomous bite. I hope it's not serious. I should ask her about that when I get the chance. Yes, but in just in case it's serious, I would advise you to be tactful in how you go about it. Here's your final question. Which child? You can stop there, Ben. The answer is Virgil Fowler, right? It is. I figured based on McGonagall's notes, she is especially concerned about him fitting in at Hogwarts. It's understandable. Both of his parents died in the Wizarding War, fighting for the wrong side. That's another subject I should be careful about, or perhaps avoid altogether. The Virgil fellow reminds me of Marilla. Her parents were Death Eaters too. I see your point, but there is one difference. Marilla's parents are in Azkaban. Virgil's are gone for good. How tragic. I can't say that I feel bad for Death Eaters, but what about their children? See, I don't study. Never paid attention. Attention! The Hogwarts Express is ready to depart. All aboard for King's Cross Station, platform 9 3/4. Oh, it's time to go. What about your students, Ben? We only studied mine. That's all right. There'll be plenty of time for that on the train. What I'm really looking forward to is meeting my students in person tomorrow morning. Good luck meeting yours, Grogu. You'll find them waiting at King's Cross Station. Told you I don't study. But you can copy off of mine if you want. Feel free to. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Introduce myself. Here we go. There they are, Rise, Juniper, and Virgil, the students Professor McGonagall assigned to me. I need to help them get ready for the first year at Hogwarts. Everyone's counting on me to do a good job. All right, here goes. Hello, everyone. My name is Grogu Baby. I'm your Hogwarts student guide. Hi, Grogu Baby. I'm Rise Mayberry, and I have a question for you. All ready? All right, then. I'd love to hear your question, and you can call me Grogu. There was another fellow who came by here earlier and gave us this boring speech about welcoming us to Hogwarts. You must mean my friend Ben. He's another Hogwarts student guide. Sure, whatever. He said Hogwarts welcomes you and then blathered on to some other poor kids. If we're going to have to hear the same speech again, can you at least change it up a bit? I suppose I could apply a unique tone to it if you think that will help. It might give us a better idea of who we're dealing with. So what sort of tone will you apply to your speech? Hey, I can have fun too. I'll keep my tone playful. We're not here to play around, but anything to make your speech less boring would be welcome. Greetings, new students. Hogwarts welcomes you. We're going to have a lot of fun together today. As your student guide, it's my job to make sure you get all the school supplies you need for your first year. But I want us to enjoy our time in Diagon Alley while we're at it. If you get lost, come right back here so we can find you again. This will be our emergency meeting place. When we have everything we need, I'll take you to platform 9 3/4 so we can board the Hogwarts Express. Feel free to ask me questions if you like. I know all the funnest places to visit here. That wasn't so bad. Perhaps we may have some fun today, after all, as long as we still get our supplies in time. Since we'll be spending the day together, we should learn about each other before we continue. So how about this? I'll tell you something about me, and then you can do the same. All right, then. What's something about you, Grogu? I love sweets. I'm not sure how that's interesting, but I love sweets too. Great! Perhaps we'll have a chance to enjoy some on the Hogwarts Express. I'm sure the trolley witch would be happy to oblige. I don't know who that is, but if she has sweets for us, then she's my hero. She's a hero in my book. Now it's your turn. Everyone say something about yourself so we can get to know each other. Oh, God, I hope there's not going to be a quiz. Okay. I'm probably going to fail this, but whatever. I'm just going through this to get through it. These TLSQs can be pretty long, so there's 4 parts to this. So I don't want to make it a real long one by reading everything. It's good to meet you all. Now we all know something about each other that we didn't know before. We know that you have a pet puffskin whose name is Floofy. We know that your dad is a mechanic. And we know that, I don't have time for silly games like this. That's all right, Virgil. I'm trying to help us get to know each other before we spend the day together. What a nice Hogwarts student guide you are. I don't need anyone to help me prepare for Hogwarts. I can take care of myself. Yikes. Are you really going to have to spend a day with this guy? Let's try to stay constructive, everyone. Sorry, I can't speak for Mr. Gloomy over there, but I think I'm just hungry. I get cranky whenever I skip breakfast. Then let's do something about that. We have a long day ahead. We should take a moment to eat and go over everything we need to get today. Let's go to the Leaky Cauldron and have a nice breakfast. My treat. Cool. Introduce myself. There we go. I'm having a lot of fun with this, actually. Except for the cranky kid. He's the one that must have lost all his parents. Okay, review supply list. I think that's what this is. Let's see. Make sure I'm doing it right. What am I doing? Leaky Cauldron. Well, yeah, I'm right there. Okay, good. Want to make sure I wasn't going the wrong place. All right, now we can have a nice breakfast as we go over everything we need to get in Diagon Alley today. Each of you should have a list of school supplies needed for Hogwarts included in your acceptance letters. What I need to know is what you already have, so let's take out our letters and... What is this thing again? What is what, Juniper? That thing, the poofy thing on the table. She's not a thing. She's Floofy, my puffskin. What's a puffskin? A puffskin is a sort of magical creature. Lots of witches and wizards keep them as pets. It's no pet. It's a little monster that eats your bogies when you sleep. Gross! It's not gross. It's just how puffskins are, and they're not monsters. I think it's disgusting. I don't want anything eating my bogies. I can't believe we're sitting here talking about this. Neither you understand. Grogu should talk some sense into you, too. Well, Grogu, what do you think about puffskins eating bogies? That's nature at work, beautiful in its own way. It's one of the reasons that puffskins are such a popular pet with children. I know, right? Puffskins are the best. I own a puffskin myself. You could say I'm a fan. you'll have a chance to learn more about Puffskins at Hogwarts. But to get there, you're going to need your school supplies. Let's go over the list from your Hogwarts acceptance letter and discuss what we need to get today. Okay. Such long chapters. Yeah, with this and with the latest thing there for the seasonal event, you can get a bunch of skins for your Puffskins. In case anybody didn't know. Okay. There you go. And I'm going to skip her. Alright, I think we figured out everything we need to get today. Rise, you got a cauldron and a wand already, so you won't be needing either of those. Mom got them for me before she got bit by a creature and had to go to St. Mungo's. I was sorry to hear about that, Rise. I hope your mom is all right. The healer said it's probably not serious. They just haven't figured out what sort of creature bit her yet. I see. Well, that's good news, I think. Juniper, it looks like we'll need to get you everything on the school supply list. I'm sorry. I don't have anything. That's all right. I know this is all very new to you. That's why I'm here. We'll need to take you to Ollivander's and get you a wand at some point. Robes, books, wands, there's so much to get. What school supplies do you think present the greatest challenge, Grogu? Obtaining a wand for you will probably be the most challenging. Not every wand works for every witch or wizard. You'll probably need to try a few before you find the right one. I hope it doesn't take too long. I don't want everyone to have to wait for me. I'm sure it'll be all right. Mr. Ollivander has a talent for matching the right wand to the right person. Virgil, it sounds like all you need are books and robes. That's right. My parents left me everything else. What happened to your parents? Rise, please. Let's try to focus on school supplies. It's all right. There's no need to mince words. My parents died fighting for the Dark Lord. Who's the Dark Lord? Well... Wait, where's Fluffy? She's gone. She was right here. She must have wandered off while we were talking. I have to go find her. Rise, wait. We can't let ourselves get separated. Come on, everyone. We have to find Rise and her Puffskin. Okay, so that's the end of part 1. Okay, so we've got our introduction to the kids. And we're starting with the school supplies. So that's part 1 of A Day in Diagon Alley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Part 2 will be coming up shortly. Thanks so much for watching the video. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel for everything Hogwarts mystery that I can find. And until next time, happy tapping because this is the way.